All right, you guys. Welcome to Experience the Trouble, the podcast where real truths, raw choice, and opinions class. I'm your host, Kowski, and every week we're going to dive headfirst into the chaos, the dramas, and the moments that make us buckle up because the trouble starts now. All right, you guys. I'm here with Fritz. How you doing, Fritz?
I'm good, and you? What's up, Kowski?
It's been a long time, my brother.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Like, since the people that don't know you, like, how did we met, bro?
Yeah, so me and Kowski, we met a couple of years ago. So, I met Kowski at MDC. 2018, yeah. So, we had, that was back then when we had the same major. I was, doing business administration. We were doing the same thing, and so it was me. It was me, one of my closest friends, Armand, that I went to high school with. We had the same class together, all three of us. And Kowski, he was in the class and everything. He used to have a cap on, but now he embraces it.
I have to embrace the baldness now.
Baldness now. So yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, Kowski was a cool dude, low key cool dude. Then he's still a cool dude now, But yeah, it's good. It's funny how life works because Kowski now he and my close friend Armand, they work together now. They have the same job now, so it's just it's really cool. Life is funny sometimes, but yeah, even years that's passed where we haven't been in school together, we haven't seen each other, we're still connected. So yeah, man, it's happy to be here.
And you're always welcome here. I'll tell you that. So, let's say, for example, what you've been doing for the last couple of years, since college was about like close to almost 5 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, so MDC, yeah, MDC. That was the 2 years. You know how it does. 2 years community college, and 2 years you go to the actual college you want to go to. So I did 2 years at MDC, then 2 years at 2 3 years at Miami Dade. I finished 2023. 2023, I got my bachelor's degree in computer science. So I went from business administration to computer science. So that's just how things fell for me. So I mean, it's been cool. I mean, life has been interesting. I'd rather be in the position I am today than be in school. I always say that 10 times out of 10. But if I would go back and do life again back then and do things differently, move differently, I would. Knowing what I know now, yeah.
So let's talk about more of your channel. The channel that I enjoy watching, the content on that channel is amazing. I feel like the world should know more of what you do aside from that.
Yeah. So for me, I'm all in technology. I'm a software engineer, so I graduated in computer science. When I graduated in 2023, it was kind of hard for me to find a job. So but when I graduated, it was a godsend to like in another perspective. It was kind of like a savior moment for me because ChatGPT came out, right? And when ChatGPT came out, there was just so much it was so much newness to it. Now the industry's it's been forming for the past couple years now. It's gonna be the fourth year now that we've been in this AI era, fourth or third year that we've been in this AI era. And what I've learned along the lines is that you can actually create your own job with this technology. So what I do right now today, I'm an AI consultant. So I help people with AI. You know what I mean? I help people understand AI. I break it down to like a elementary school, level so that everybody can understand it. This stuff is not too hard. That's basically what my purpose is. So that's what I try to talk about. And I'm just all about the future. I'm all about, just real life stuff that a lot of us we're not talking about, we're not paying attention to, you know. So that's what I do now.
That's amazing. So you're pretty much after college, you went straight entrepreneurship just because how life just presented you. Like, damn, after college, it was not so easy to find a job, but seemed like God had a better purpose for you than what you're
Mhm.
doing right now.
Yeah. Um, it's just about capturing the moment and opportunity. Um, with this, it's the very beginning of the stage. So it's just like a lot of things just don't work out, right? There's not a one pathway to life, and it's not the end of the world, and it's happening to a lot of people. There's a lot of people right now. There's a lot of new grads that are finding a hard time. They're having a hard time finding a job. So this is the times that we live in. We gotta wake up because it may not be affecting you now, right? It may not be affecting people who have a job who are stable now, but there's a lot of stuff under the hood, under your hood, that's happening under your, in your world that you're not aware to. But there's a lot of displacement that's going to happen very soon, what I mean, if it hasn't already happened. So yeah.
So, what do you think is the time frame from the displacement from people from the working field into the digital field? What is the time frame? What do you believe?
The time frame, oh, the time frame, I'll give it, once 2030 hit, if you don't have a place settled, if you don't have, if you don't have a plan settled yet, that's secure, or that's basically resistant from all the change that's going to happen. If you don't have your plan set by 2030, just you're going to be lost. That's my time frame. By 2030, you know what I mean? 2030, if you don't got your shit together, you might as well be lost.
That's pretty crazy because I was actually thinking that too, since it's like I feel like every decade something is gonna like push you to move forward the current present of like what's going on in life, especially since AI is really evolving very fast, and that's very difficult for a lot of people to process, if you would say, you know.
Yeah, and it's something that we've been saying for years. It's not even just AI. It's just so many technologies that are that's going to be created in this time. It's not even just AI, but so many things are going to advance now in this time, from now until the time frame that I just said. Because like COVID really changed everything. What it's funny how a difference make time makes a difference, right? 2020 was just yesterday. We can all remember 2022, how that was. Look at how where we are now today. You know what I mean? One of the most important things
True.
that's going on is just everything that's happening in artificial intelligence, and it's advancing every day. And like, for me, it's just a scary time because a lot of people don't know how fast things are accelerating. And for me, I take upon the job now. What I want to do moving forward is just educate people on what's going on and how you can get ahead. So that's just my purpose right now.
And so far, since you started this purpose, do you feel like you've been reaching out to a larger community since then?
Yeah. Since I've changed my strategy, a lot of things have benefited in my favor. But I'm only getting started. You know what I mean? Like, for the past couple years, like, I've learned a lot about social media. I've learned about, I've watched so many people rise in front of me. I've seen people in real time go from hundreds of thousands of followers to millions of followers, and I have the playbook. I know what to do. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time about doing it. For so many years, I did the wrong thing. You know what I mean? I focused on, you know the wrong platforms, and putting a lot of time, in a lot of places where I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? But the best places that I can say to grow your platform is TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, TikTok and YouTube, because this is where the gold is when it comes to social media, like video content. If you want to grow, TikTok, YouTube are your best bets. This is something that I was talking with Kowski just the other day. Like, I spend a lot of time on Instagram. Instagram doesn't. Instagram Instagram is very selective, and it's not, this is not me saying sour grapes, but like, there's a lot of people who complain about, man, Instagram. Like, I don't care about seeing other people's videos, other people's content, but I only want to see my friends. I feel like it's a tricky thing with Instagram right now, because Instagram, they don't know what they don't fig- they don't know. It's like they don't have an identity. They don't know what they want to do. It's either they want to be TikTok or they want to be what they originally were. You know what I mean? Because everybody's just pulling them apart. Instagram doesn't know what to be. Instagram doesn't know what to do. So the best place to grow your content, to grow as an influencer, I've gotten a lot of success on TikTok so far, and it's only going to keep growing. So I really enjoy what I'm doing on TikTok right now.
That's great because when you say that Instagram is like they're not really sure what they want to do, I do believe in that. Just because it's like I seen back in the day during the COVID era, you had to work hard for that blue check.
Yeah, you have to work hard for that blue check, but now you can buy a blue check. I mean, it's
What is it
crazy.
like, 12.99 or something a month?
Yeah, like $12 a month, and it's just like for Instagram verified, and it's like, oh, it comes with perks like, oh, we can protect your account from fraud, from bots, and all these special things. Oh, you get to you have very convenient access to customer service. And it's just like, man,
Just sounds like everything's becoming a dollar sign nowadays.
yeah. And here's the thing: Instagram, unlike YouTube and TikTok, they have a monetization program, but Instagram used to have a monetization program. Used to someone get paid on TikTok on Instagram, and that's what really got me to be like, I love Instagram. It's my favorite social media. For Reels bonuses, even just looking at it back then, it was like chump change.
Yeah.
Like they would give you like $200 for reels that do really good, and for $200 for each reel, it's cool. But for the scale that you can do on YouTube, it doesn't compare. You know what I mean? But Elon messed the game up. Elon fucked the game up with giving by making blue checks available to buy. Anybody can get a blue check. What's the value in a blue check today?
I feel like there's no value after you give it a dollar sign versus the hard work that you have to do back in the day to get it. It's not the same type of feeling.
It's not. It's not, and it's just like anybody can buy it. The thing that really moves now is what motion can you make for real? The work that you put in, how many views you can get, right? How many views you can get, how much attention you can actually draw yourself, and it goes by not necessarily the blue check, right? But
about
the
consistency.
followers. It's about the followers. It's about how much views that your videos are getting, right? And it's just about these things, and the ratio with when we look at the engagement with your likes, your comments, that's what really separates what's real and what's fake. That buying the blue check, that's fake. That's really fake.
And the first step is just bringing value. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's about bringing value.
What value you can bring to the community
Mhm.
in the aspect of just learning a new skill set, relatability, or something that you probably know but no one else knows. It's like it's something that makes you stand out.
Yeah. It's all about and that's one of my missions with what I'm doing right now. It's just like making stuff that people actually care about, right? Like he told me yesterday, like, yo, you just dropping facts in some of your videos. Like, I made a video about how people need to wake the hell up because Miami, get your shit together in Miami. If you live in here, if you've been here, you born here, raised here, because all the rich people, they coming soon, right? And he just told me, he's just like, yo, you were just dropping facts, dog. Like, you had stuff that like you showed in the video that actually backed up your point. Like, I don't do stuff for like, I don't like, I actually talk real shit. You know what I mean? And when you talk real shit, when you talk real stuff, that will cut through, right? You got to talk to people in a language that they understand.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. You got to convey down social media. It's a skill, but I feel like anybody can pick it up. I feel like anybody can pick it up, period.
So do you believe, since you say it's a skill, wouldn't you say experience counts as one of the factors as well?
When I think about my experience, I mean, for me, over the years, because when it comes down to the foundation of it, it's about public speaking and how comfortable you are. How, like, for me, experience will come along the way. If you're just starting, experience will come along the way. For me, like, even now when I do videos, when I used to do like just when I used to do videos at first, for me, I have to write out things. I have to have scripts because I can't go off the dome. I can't go off the dome because for me, I have a lot of thoughts in my head, and I'm a guy that, like, I need to be organized for stuff to really be seamless and for things to really make sense and come together.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, that Miami video that I did about how nobody knows what's coming to Miami, that I wrote out a script for that. I wrote a script for that. I did a whole script for that. I'm just like, nah, okay. That script, just that one sheet of paper, got me 100,000 views. It got me 100,000 views.
And it's crazy because when I was watching that video, I'm like, wow, this man is just talking from the top of his head. Like, he got it like that. Like, that was smart.
I wasn't talking from the top of my head. So what I do, literally, this is what I do. So, like, for me, I try to do my videos like this. Like, I'm a lot more attractive without my glasses, right? That's just, it is what it is. So I do a lot, but I'm blind. Like I have astigmatism. I can't film. Like I can't read anything. I can't see shit. I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. So a lot of times when I did that video, I did it with my glasses. Cause I'm just like, nah, listen, because what you didn't see, you think stuff is easy. No, behind the scenes, it's like many takes. Like it's like I try to do it without my glasses. And it's just like I can't see, and time was going on, time was passing. I got other stuff to do. I haven't ate, but it's just like, yo, I gotta get this video out like right now. You know what I mean? I'll do
Yeah.
a full YouTube video, like one that's like 9 minutes, not like a minute or 2 minutes, like a short, like a TikTok, because TikToks are short. You want it short form so that people can digest it and move forward, right? And go to the next TikTok. I I try to do it without my glasses so many times. I was like, let me just do it with my glasses. Let me just get this out because time is passing, right? And I'm just like, F it. Let me just do it. Let me just ramble. And I still like was looking at the script. So I was looking at the script, and it wasn't off the top of my head, but it's just like you have to do what you feel is best comfortable for you.
I agree. Because when I started the podcast, I actually had a problem like talking on camera
Yeah.
because I was not really like much of a public speaker back in
Mhm.
college or high school. Believe it or not, it's like as I progressed through college, that's when I became like an okay public speaker
Yeah.
and being okay talking on camera. And it's like I don't know if our class had like back in the day like presentations and like in the front, but one of my classes did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I was thinking back in high school, like back in high school, you would never see me public presentate, like never.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be the guy, I'll do all the work, I'll do all the papers and all that. And y'all can talk.
Yeah, I can talk.
But college, I had a professor, everybody has to talk
Yeah.
one on one.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, damn. I think for me to pass that class, I had to spend 6 hours each day before, like reviewing my whole project, so I could be like 100% at like just talking freely without hesitating. Because back in middle school, it's funny because it's like I remember my first time, like popcorn reading.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I get nervous when I speak in public,
Yeah.
so then I started stuttering.
Yeah.
So then, back in middle school, going to like a black high school, black elementary school, and black middle school, you realize people make fun of you because you can't do things properly for that
Yeah.
current moment. So now I'm out here saying, now I hear the people in the background making a beat with it. I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy.
That's crazy.
So it's like, it's funny when I look at it now, but back then I'm like, damn, I fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this right now.
I never heard of that. That's crazy. They're making a beat out of somebody's son. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They were terrible people.
That's crazy.
When I tell you that was like the builder of like character, I would say anywhere from like elementary school to high school, you have to develop some type of character, like development moment for you
Yeah.
to be who you are today.
Yeah.
Because not everybody that had like an easy beginning, well, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of people don't have an easy beginning for an easy future. It's more so you had a hard start in life. That's why you think everything's kind of okay and balanced right now, because you understand the hard to make it easy.
Yeah. There's a saying that says, on the road to heaven, you gotta get to the pathway of hell. And the other way is true. On the road to hell, well, on the road to hell, sometimes a lot of times you may feel you're on the pathway to heaven, thinking everything. Oh, what's really bad is what's really truly bad. You actually think is all sweet and nice, but no, you're on the one way ticket to hell. But in this context, to get to your heaven, you got to go through a pathway of hell, and going through that trouble, it shapes you, and it will shape anybody into being. It should, and all that is character development. And you said it good. Like middle school, high school, all that really, you're truly growing. All that, it's all in one. Character development. You're growing as a person. It all makes sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was me in high school. I hated high school. High school, middle school, I hated it. I hated my school.
Why? What happened?
I spent like 7 years at that school. It was high school and middle school together.
Oh, damn.
It was the environment sucked. Everybody was miserable. Nobody wanted to be at that school. Nobody.
I think that goes for all schools, really. You know?
No. But this particular school, like we didn't. I would say like just cherry like picking at it. We weren't as fortunate as other schools, right? We didn't have a gym. We didn't have too much. We didn't have too much. It was a school, high school and middle school combined, 600 kids.
Oh, wow.
Really listen to that. High school and middle school combined, 600 kids. So everybody knew each other, basically. Everybody knew each other or knew of each other. It was not enjoyable. Like everybody was miserable. All the kids were miserable. Like after a while being in that school, you could deal with like the administration and the environment. But like the kids were miserable. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all really sucked.
I mean, for me, it's like my elementary school was kind of cool.
Yeah.
We had like a 2,000 to 3,000 students overall.
Mhm.
But then it's like,
What? 2,000, 3,000?
it's, you know, like WG Bryan.
WG Brown.
Well, one of my favorite
Yeah, yeah.
elementary school, just because it's like, you just know everybody in the neighborhood. Like,
Mhm.
I probably know like close to everybody in like North Miami and NMB, stuff like that, Aventura.
Mhm.
It's because it's like we all grew up in the same area, but not really.
Mhm.
So then it's like I can say that my school was kind of privileged. We had like I wouldn't say a gym, but we had a giant field. So we had like basketball courts, a giant yard to play football.
Mhm.
And then back in the day, we had portables. I don't know if schools have that anymore,
No. Portables? Yeah, it depends on the school.
but we had like a lot of portables. So imagine like you're like in the third grade and it's time for recess.
Mhm.
With all the portables, you're playing hide and go seek.
Mhm.
There's like 20 portables in the yard. So like you got to look for 20 people. Now you like, damn, it's like I'm on a war zone
Mhm.
because I can't find nobody. There's so much to like look for.
Mhm.
But now it's like everything's gone. So every time I used to pass by the school, I'm like, wow, it's changed a lot.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. That's just how it is, right? Like I can say that for the school that I went to when I was like in pre-K. Um it's that school by I don't know the specific name, but by JFK, by JFK Middle.
Yeah, I need to talk about.
Yeah, JFK.
Horseman?
I think not Horseman. It's like I think so. It's across from the diagonal from the corner store. So like JFK, there's NMB High School, JFK, and then there's a preschool. There's a preschool.
I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. So it used to be like portables there and everything. Yeah. But school sucked. Like I said, a lot of people they talk about a lot of grown folk back then they used to confuse like back then it kind of used to confuse me. It was like, dang, like yeah, I wish I was still in high school. You would hear people at like 26, like back then you were like what 12 years old, and then people are like, man, I wish I was still in high school. You know, you hear people all the time, like Facebook and just in person, like, man, I wish I could live in high school. Still, I was still in high school now, or I wish I could relive my high school days back then. And it's just like when you're at that age, when you're growing, it's just like, man, I do not want to be back in high school. Fuck that, man.
Man.
Like high school, man. Oh, please.
I mean, I miss the days in high school when it's lunchtime. We used to play Uno every lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Every lunch we played Uno. Like it was always some type of beef. So like we go to different tables, play Uno, talk shit. Because nowadays you at work or you do this and that, you can't do these type of things.
Yeah.
So it's like people would rather relive the past because it was somewhat good. Because right now, a lot of people are either don't have a job, they're kind of miserable at their current job,
Mm-hmm.
and since how the economy is nowadays, it's harder to find a new job.
Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying, but it's just like, yeah, I mean, and I'm talking about like, yeah, but for me still, even just how hard it is, I'll tell you this, even just for how hard it is nowadays, I would still rather choose now than back then.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, but
I would too.
at the same time, it's like it's conflicting because I just said not too long ago, I was like, if I would redo those days again, I would. Like I would be different because for me, like it was like I feel like I suffered. Like I wasn't cool in high school. I wasn't one of them boys, you know, and just like I felt misunderstood a lot. You know, I felt misunderstood. I felt like an outcast, and it's just like, like I really hated my school. I really hated where I went to for high school. I hated it. And it's just like, it was miserable every single day because the kids were miserable. All the students were miserable. I'm telling you, like, miserable, bro. Like, everybody suffered from groupthink. Groupthink.
What is
Like,
groupthink?
groupthink is like everybody has the same attitudes, everybody has the same mindset. Like, nobody wants to truly be like, for example, me being at that school that I was at, like Dr. Charter. I'm gonna just say it. Like, everybody, like, not only people were miserable, but everybody had the same like way of being. Like, nobody, it felt like you couldn't be yourself. Everybody was just, on some like pretentious, really not up to anything. If you try to step into your own creativity, your own self, your own person, they would like shun you. They would like ease you. Like, that shit would get me tight because it's just like, yo, like, y'all don't y'all are here. Y'all are here for like every single day. Y'all don't ever want to like loosen up. Like, like, we're here. We're all we got. Like, we're here. So it's just like, y'all don't want to like just vibe. Like, vibe. Like, people were just stupid, bro. Like, they suffer from groupthink, meaning they all moved the same. They all thought the same. Nobody was truly like individually themselves. And like, very few people, I would say. Like, of course there was people, but it's just like, people had those people, they had their own bubbles or they had their own circles. But for the most part, everybody moved the same, man. Everybody moved the same. That's why I'm just like, high school, man. But it sucked. It sucked for me because it's just like, it felt like torture. Being in an environment like that felt like torture. It's like, dang, when is this going to be over? Until the 12th grade, right? And being under your parents' rule, under your mother's rule, she think this is the best school for you. She didn't want to send you to a North Miami. She didn't want to send you to an NMB because all the vaca board, they did all the vaca board there, all that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, she sent you to the good school, right? The most lame school, the most grit school that there is, and that's just what it is. It's just like,
Honestly, I heard about Dr. Charter. I've rode by there before. I'm like, wow, this seems kind of sad, to be honest. That's why I was walking by. Like, I thought it was a good school. Isn't it a private school, right?
it's a charter school. They say charter school, so like public school, but like they basically select school students off of a lottery. So like a lottery, and yeah. So charter school meaning um they have like this. It's governed differently. So like they have this board, and that's what a charter is and everything. Yeah.
Hmm. I went to a charter school, Aspera, if you heard of
The
it.
Spirit, yeah.
I went there.
Is the Spirit still existing? Did
No,
they, they shut down?
it's a Jewish school now.
Oh, is it just school?
I hated that school.
I
to
think
a
they
T.
rebranded. Yeah,
I hated that school. When I
It
tell you,
is.
I hated that school.
How many schools you went to? You switched schools a lot. It seems like
Mm,
okay.
I didn't.
No, but like with the schools that you just mentioned, WB Bryan, it's like the schools around this area. Like what? Like yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't say I went to a lot of schools. Maybe elementary wise, I went to a bunch of schools.
Like literally, that ass like is dumb.
It's literally down
Yeah,
the street.
yeah,
So it's like I used to go there. I didn't have no choice.
Mhm.
I told them I didn't want to go. Well, I wanted to go to North Miami, but as a kid, you don't have any choice.
Yeah, you
They
know.
feel like since the school's right there, they could just take me to school
Yeah,
and drop me off.
so convenient, huh?
Yeah, so convenient, but I hated it.
Mm.
They had a dress code. Other schools could wear any shoes, any pants, just a shirt.
Mm.
I had to wear either black or khaki. Shoes have to be black. So now you have the choice to pick black forces or some Pumas
Hmm.
or some Adidas. Adidas were really popular in my school.
Yeah,
Like if you wore Adidas, like or Samoans,
Yeah.
I think that's the name of it. You were considered like the popular kids.
okay.
My mom did not want to buy me no forces.
Yeah.
She did not. She barely wanted me to buy me any Adidas.
Uh-huh.
I got some. I think I was rocking Fubu at the time.
Football.
Fubu.
So you in the 90s, you in the 90s, you with it.
Yeah, I was with
In
the
the
Fubus. Wore my Fubus every day to school.
Yeah.
Roasting my shit.
Uh-huh.
Telling me, because I wore it for a whole year. Shoes can't last you that long if you play football, basketball, and go to school in the shoes.
Yeah.
My shoes started to talk.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that shit was flapping. They told me, damn kid, you don't talk what your shoes do. Like, yeah, that's
Mhm.
crazy. Because I didn't really talk like that to people back in middle
Yeah.
school like that. So then it's like I used to get roasted every day till I bought some new shoes, bro. And that's when I realized. That's when I started thinking like, damn, I get lunch money every day, but I had a friend that doesn't eat lunch.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay, if I eat my friend's lunch every day, I could save this lunch money to go buy me stuff that I want, and that's what I did.
Oh wow.
So then I think what console was around like 2011
With the lunch money that your parents would give you, it wouldn't be a check. It would just be cash.
cash.
Wow. Okay.
Cause I used to get like $20 to $30 every week.
Okay.
So then, as time progressed, I was saving up that every week.
Mhm.
Cause my friend he's spoiled, so he gets whatever he wants at the crib.
Mhm.
So I used that money to buy my first PlayStation 3, I think.
Mhm.
Bought that straight cash from lunch money. Every game I bought, lunch money.
Wow.
So it's like, I would say it's a hard beginning, but
Did you hide it from your parents? Did
For
you hide
what?
it from your people?
I have to hide it for it.
Oh.
They're not gonna buy it for me. They just
Okay.
ask where I got the money from.
Okay.
I just said my uncle. That's it. Because now if they figure out that you're saving money from their lunch money, they're not gonna give you lunch money no more.
Yeah.
So
But they never checked in with your uncle to be like, yo, you give him money for that?
no,
They never checked.
they never checked in. They're not. They wasn't too pressed to figure out where the money came from. If I just say some family members,
Mhm.
my family members every so often give me money.
Mhm.
I just say they gave it to me, and they just went and bought it.
Mhm.
Maybe if they listen to this podcast now, they can be like, "Damn, this sneaky bastard," you know.
Yeah.
But but it's like things like that. It's like your experiences make you until you realize what's going on. You'll like change your future. That's how I look at it. Like
Mhm.
the little things that you can like be aware of can help you further in life. You know.
Mhm.
So it's like you have any favorite like teachers like you can never forget, like from elementary
Yeah,
school, middle school, or high school.
Yeah, of course. Middle school from Dr. Charter, Miss Dorsey, Kayla Dorsey. She was my civics teacher, probably my favorite overall teacher. She was a black woman, really serious black woman, about her stuff, about her shit. Um, she was. I had a lot of fun in her class. So like that was the year like I had a lot of fun. I was a class clown. I had a lot of fun. But like she was what I needed. She was like real militant and everything. Like she was like strict, firm. I had her for civics, but I learned a lot from her. She was about her shit, very serious, wonderful black woman. Never forget her. That was 7th grade. Let me see. Afterwards, I would say people from my people that I honor from Dr. Charter, I would shout them out right now. Abir Jadala, love you. Um, Abir Jadala, good woman, great woman. Great woman. She's always stood up for what's right. Yeah. Who else? Who else can I think? Uh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Miss Franklin, for sure. Who else? So I said Kayla Dorsey, Abir Jadala. Let me see, because I have to, some people they might be offended. So yeah, I would say the most significant people, it would be those people I would name. Yeah.
Man, for me, it's like there's one like these two teachers I can never forget. Like this is my 5th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every 5th grade school has like a class trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, I think I asked my parents like, "Yo, I want to go on this class trip. All my friends are going,
Mm-hmm.
and this and that." So I couldn't really go because at the time my mom was only working,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad was like he had a stroke, so he wasn't able to work. He was like on disability.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to tell my teacher like, "Oh, I can't go. This and that." And it's like I was hurt because all my friends paid for theirs with their families and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I told the teacher, shout out to Miss Chumley and Miss Alton, my favorite teachers,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, "Yo, why you not going?
Mm-hmm.
My family can't afford it right now. My
Mhm.
mom's only working, this and that." She's like, "You're such a great student. You're always on time. You have straight A's. I'm sorry that you can't go. How about this? If your parents are okay, we'll pay for your class trip, Mm-hmm.
and then we'll pay for anything else for you.
Yeah.
So I promise you, this shit to this day always like puts a smile on my face because it's like, as a kid, hearing that you can go on a clip that you're go on a trip that your family couldn't afford, it's like a life changing moment. Like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
I worked so hard throughout my whole school, like whole fifth grade, and it shows off like the rewards just from my hard work,
Mm-hmm.
just from not giving up on myself.
Yeah.
That a reward was given to me just because I worked so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why in life it's like I always learned that working hard and smart will get you somewhere.
Like,
Just because you don't see it now, the rewards are always at the end.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, for sure.
things like that just helps me progress further in life. Just
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, okay, I work hard enough to get here. I got here. What's the next step?
Yeah.
So it's like that's when people tell me like it's hard. It's hard for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard all the time, but it's hard for the moment.
Yeah.
Once you push past like the trials and tribulations,
Mm-hmm.
the hardships, the consequences, just know your rewards at the end.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Oh, shout out, shout out Eunice Flowers, or formerly known as Eunice Jean Marie. Yeah. Philip Core. Yeah. Those are the most significant teachers I've had for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a good story. That's a good story because it just shows the power of like sometimes people that taught you, they are, it depends on who, but not every teacher. Like they make themselves personable to you, and you it's just a blessing for real. I've had many teachers that they've really, I can say they've really, not many teachers, but a good amount of people who felt like, who I feel like they touched my life in some ways, and where they didn't have to do it and they didn't have to step up, but yeah, for sure, the that's the beauty of sometimes with life. um, Even environments that you don't like at school, you can run into blessings and run into things like that, and it's just great, right? what what
Mhm.
what can't you say, what can you say bad about that? You know what I mean? So that's amazing. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it's like in high school, like I had this one teacher. Shout out to Miss Clarks because I know she retired by now because she was old when she
Mm-hmm.
was teaching. Like I had this. Well, Miss Clark was actually a funny teacher. Like she always believed in all of us,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if like we feel like we couldn't do it. She always had belief in us.
Mm-hmm.
She'll curse us out in her way, but like she just knows that we had more belief. She had more belief in us.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you know Carmelo, but he probably maybe. But so it used to be me, Carmelo, in this class, and we used to just be talking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what happens, if we're always laughing. So then she believed that we didn't like the tension. No one likes the tension. CSI back in
Yeah.
high school, no one wants to be there. So every time she sees me or Carmelo laughing,
No, I don't know what CSI. What's CSI?
so CSI.
All I know is crime scene investigation, like CSI Miami, like the cop shows. Is that CSI?
So you know where the classes where people are either coming in late or got detention?
No,
That's you.
I didn't have that system.
Oh, really?
All I know is, yeah, that was detention. That was like,
Yeah, detention, not detention class,
okay,
but we call it CSI.
okay.
So whoever comes late, like a bunch of times absent or something like that, you go straight to the CSI room for the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your punishment for like being able to come on time to school every day, or
Mm-hmm.
you're being bad in school in class and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So every time, like we still be laughing in class. Kowski, detention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, I'm not the only one laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Kowski, detention.
Yeah.
Now I gotta shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm so mad because every day it's the same thing. I get threatened every single day till I graduated.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So it's like it's funny when I think about it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, detention was like, it was like pink slips. So you'll just be calling to the office, and there's that. I remember the first 2 years, man, I used to get really in trouble with my mom with that. But afterwards, it was just like whatever. But like for me, I stopped getting in trouble. But like, yeah, man, it's crazy because I remember this girl assaulted me like in 7th grade. She punched me in my stomach, and
because so this girl I had, you know, I told you like there were sometimes I was a class clown like before, like when I had fun in that school that I said I hated, it was the first 2 years, sixth grade, seventh grade, middle school years, because I was truly being myself. I was being a fool, you know, and like seventh grade I was wild in the most, right? And I mean like wild in like like there were some girls like I was messing with, and like these girls, it was a certain one of them. Like it was like we fuck with each other, but at the same time we were beefing a lot. Like we would be like fighting each other and stuff, and like doing shit to each other and whatever, and like so like there was this one time it was during lunch. She punched me in the gut. She punched me in my stomach. No, but like what happened was given before she did that, I was drinking water, from a water fountain, drinking water, but I know she's behind me. So I'm just taking my sweet time. It's taking a long time. And then all of a sudden, after I after I finished, she just punched me in my stomach, punched my gut. And it was just like, no, yeah. And because I said something slick to her, and then she punched me in my gut, and then oh man, such a hard punch. It lasted. Usually stuff like that, they last like give it 3 minutes and it's gone. It lasted like an hour, and I came to my next class from lunch, and the teacher, one of my teachers, she notices. She was like, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Okay, I'm gonna have you go to the office." Because I basically said like I got punched, and she basically, so I should have never said that. In hindsight, I would have just kept my mouth shut, because eventually what happened was both of us, we got in trouble and we got detention.
Damn.
And yeah, so like it's because that school was real, like it was strict being at that school, but for real, like the discipline and everything, if you want to be like a parent and truly like the discipline was on 10. Like it was the right school. Their ethics was on standard. It was on point, because they not only was she in trouble, but they held me accountable for my actions too. And it's just like in this world, like it's fair, because I provoked her too, and she assaulted me, but I was in the wrong too. So like just looking back those times, like you said, character building. Being at that school, I hated it, but a lot of things, it was just character building. Just like you see things and you could kind of get a taste of how life was gonna operate for you.
Yeah.
You know?
You ever had any embarrassing moments back in like school, middle school, high school?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot. Sure. I mean,
I'll tell you one of mine. So pretty much, I remember. Shout out to Ms. Mora, because she was one of like my first teacher crush. Like, those teachers that get in trouble for like touching on kids and stuff like that.
oh really?
She was like one of those beautiful ones.
Oh, did she ever get in trouble?
No, she didn't get in trouble, but it just.
But you wanted that.
Yeah, I
fantasy.
wanted that. I wanted that so
Okay.
bad. So then, it was actually two moments. I'm gonna just say the first one. The first one was like, I guess one day she like, I think she was doing art and history or something like that. So she's like, bring to class your favorite song, and you're gonna sing the lyrics of the song in front of the class.
Mhm.
At the time, I was a big WWE fan.
Yeah.
So then I was all like, I love the song, Shawn Michaels theme song.
Like, I think I'm cute.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know
I'm
I'm sexy.
yeah.
So then I came to class. I'm like, damn, everybody picking some rap songs. I'm out here picking a WWE song.
Mhm.
So then it was my time. So I started singing the song. I'm like, damn, why do I feel so embarrassed to sing this song and stuff in front of the class? So then she see me sweating.
Mhm.
She like, Kowski, if you have a pass, you don't have to sing it no more. Because in the class she was giving out I don't know what it's called, homework passes. So I had like 17 of them, because I'm on point when it comes to school.
Mhm.
So I used that and I sat my ass down. I'm like, damn, that thing was so embarrassing. Then she like pulled me to the side. Why you brought a song that you're so embarrassed to sing? I like the song, but they kept on looking at me different. I just wanted to stop.
Oh wait. So you did sing it?
Yeah.
But you stopped.
Yeah. Like I only sang the first verse. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this no more.
Mhm.
And since then, it's like I just kept my mouth shut throughout the whole semester for school. And then on top of that, it's like for the other story, it's like I remember she was wearing a skirt that hit the ground, a dress or something. and then my pencil went under her dress, and then I looked at her because she was like setting up, and she looked at me and she said, "If you know what's good for you, don't go under my dress to grab your pencil."
No, the teacher.
Yeah, she said it just like that,
Wow.
and I'm thinking like, I think I know what's good for me, but I didn't do it because it's like I had a common sense when it came to like sexual harassment for students and
Yeah.
teachers, so I just let it be. But then when I tell you that day, I thought about it like, damn. Imagine if I did go grab my pencil,
Mhm.
but it was just things like that. It's like, wow, that really happened for real.
No, wait. So it's just like she was basically testing you, or just like
I felt like she was testing me,
uh,
but I'm like, me with common sense, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah.
like I just didn't like feed into that type of stuff.
So was there any other tension between you and this professor later on?
Nah, it didn't get that far because she like transferred over like a month later. I'm like, damn,
Okay.
maybe if time progressed, who knows? But all I know, she was fine back in the day.
Well, yeah, how did she look like?
She looked like um just imagine a Zendaya, like how she looks.
Okay.
That's pretty much how she looked to me.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
It's like stuff like that, bro.
Mhm.
Like what's your story? If you have any.
Me, I mean, this girl I was gonna propose to, she was already giving me hints that she wasn't gonna choose me. She wasn't gonna say yes to me. So like, there was like somebody who already planned that she was gonna that already planned that they were gonna ask me. There was like one of her best friends, but he's gay. So like so like what happened was I bought flowers and everything, and they basically used me as a prop
Oh wow.
to like, okay, pretend like you're gonna propose to her, but really it's not gonna be you. It's gonna be her guy friend who's gay. But it's just like, so yeah, that was that, and then I tried to propose, and then and then she was already like taken aback, but in both her face, and then that's when the dude came, and then he proposed, and she was like, yeah, and everything. That was embarrassing. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never went to like prom for like high school or anything. I just feel like I'd have to be home
You rather
playing game.
Yeah.
I was like a strong gamer from middle school to high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I didn't get into like basketball until later.
Okay.
So it's like I did not regret nothing. I just regret that I should have started getting into Twitch.
Yeah.
Because I was on that game a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of When me and my homies, we think about it a lot. It's just like, damn, for the pandemic, we were gaming a lot. It was shut down. It's just like, dang, if we only took advantage of the opportunity that was ahead of us, in front of us,
right?
If we were on Twitch, that would have been crazy. Like we would have gotten ahead of IRL streaming and everything. It would have been us because it's like four of my boys. Armand and like the two other guys. You know what I mean? Like because we were playing 2K, and it's just like we could have been on Twitch back then. Imagine where we would be right now as a collective.
Exactly. You never know.
Those boys, AMP with Kaisana,
yeah, I know them.
Yeah,
I watch them all the time.
We could have been like that, but that just shows like take advantage of your opportunities today. Yeah. Whatever the environment is today, y'all need to take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Especially with people that you like truly trust and like you can feel like you guys can prosper together. Then that's the best way to go about things. Because nowadays it's like people don't believe in their friends. Because imagine you start a project or you want to go down your entrepreneur journey and your friends will support you. And you're like, damn, I thought we could be something, but now it's like you guys never believed in me in the beginning.
Yeah. And it's just like, and that's the thing about like, it's about being sure about yourself. You have to be sure about what you're doing. You have to know that, yeah, like I know my purpose for doing this and I'm certified in that. I'm going to continue to keep going. And it just takes self-love if you don't have that already. And you're not gonna go full force in the thing that you want to do if you don't love yourself and you don't recognize or appreciate the value of who you are and what you want to do. So you have to get that down first before you know, go full fledged on your dreams or your desires. That has to be mandatory. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is.
I mean, I feel like you have a point right there. It's just a lot of people don't believe in themselves. It's like how they grew up, well, and how whoever the people they're surrounded by
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like feeding into the negativity that they not gonna be shit if they're not gonna do shit. If they do shit, they still not gonna be shit. You know, it's like it's kind of sad, just because it's like I've seen people seen their like they seen their friends start something and not support them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't like a free follow
Mm-hmm.
to support a friend. It costs $0.
Yeah, it causes those. Yeah, absolutely. And even with that, you can fake support your friend. You can fake support your friend. Like just do it. Just do it. Like you repost their stuff just to repost it, even though it's just like no. But like this is my guy. This is my person.
Exactly.
Like just repost it.
I wouldn't even call that like fake support.
But it's just like, but show up for them. Show up for them. You know.
Then that's not fake support. They supported you, but they're just not
It's like
supporting
your
you. You know
heart,
what
your
I'm
heart is not really truly into it. It's just like
Like I'm just doing it because my boy's doing it.
yeah,
You know?
my
It's
boy's doing it. Yeah.
like, it's like, for example,
But here's the thing, with this fake support, the person that you're fake supporting, they don't necessarily see that as, oh yeah, you're fake supporting. No, because you are showing up. You're reposting their stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But it's just like truly, if people truly don't rock or they don't want to be associated or they feel embarrassed, they won't do it. Inaction means something.
Yeah.
If you ain't get a message, that's a message. Like everything matters. Like for me, like every action matters. It says something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So you just have to decipher it.
It's like for I have this one friend back in the day. He wanted to be a rapper. I don't like his music. I'm gonna support him regardless because that's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like his genre of music doesn't attract me, but it might attract other people. That's why I do it. Because it's like
you don't like rap music, or you don't like.
I don't like his music.
Yeah, his music.
I don't like his music.
Yeah, you
but
think he's trash.
But I could say he's trash, but somebody could think he's brilliant. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Just because I'm able to.
Nah, but be for real. Was he trash?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's still my boy though. I love him to
Because
death.
we know what trash is. We know what when people are trying to rap, but it's not sounding normal rap. We know it. Like you really can't spit for real. You really can't. You really can't rap for real. Like we have to be honest. Like it's like it's either you can do. It's either you're on it or you're off the bar. You're off the bar.
You can be off the board, but I'm still gonna support you
Okay.
because you're probably gonna realize over time something not hitting.
But at the same time, there has to be a point where the message has to come across that person. Like you have to do better. You have to get better. You have to learn things, how to do things better. You have more skills. You have to get better at this. You need more repetition because it's just not it. Like you know that Charlemagne the God made me like, nah, that's not it. So like Safari, yeah, that's like that. Like it's not it.
It's more so you have to give like some negative, positive reassurance. It's like you can tell them you can do better. That's all you gotta tell them. You can do better. You don't be specific. They just
But at the same time, like for me, I beat around the bush. One thing about me that I need to change, I beat around the bush. Not as direct as I should be. Because for me, it's like I love people and I have like a heart, like people pleasing type of stuff. So it's just like you don't want to hurt people. You know what I mean? You don't want to, but just like you have to tell the truth. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and also telling the truth. Like you're not, you need more repetition, you need more practice. It's actually good because it's good for you. Because if you really like it, you're gonna challenge yourself. You're gonna have to go through that. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's good too because it's good because that's opportunity for you to grow. You know what I mean? That has to be exciting because if you already like it, if you're already into it, it has to excite you because it forces you to mold into actually something, right? So yeah, look, I have to see it that way. But for me, that's just a growth where I have to be more forward and more direct. But yeah,
I mean, being direct ain't too bad, because it's like I've been a direct person growing up. I had to change that over time because, for example, I was a very blunt person in high school, and having women friends, that's not good. because I remember this one friend. I'm not gonna say her name because she's very low key, but S was pretty much a close friend. She had a crush on my homeboy. I had a crush on her, but that's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
you
So
know
it's
how it
whatever.
is.
So then me being blunt, I said, "Aren't you pregnant?" She
She
like,
was?
nah. She was just fat. But you see, I'm so blunt. It's like I don't think about these things in the moment. I think
Yeah.
about it later. Like, oh, I hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't talk to me for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm like, what's going on? She
Mhm.
walks off.
Mhm.
And then my boy that she had a crush on had to tell me what I said was wrong.
Mhm.
Like, damn. After 2 weeks of me not noticing, because it's like I'm like an anime character. I'm very dense in the head
Mhm.
to realizing what's really going on. So then I had to apologize to her like on the third week, saying like, I'm sorry for calling you fat. I thought you was, because everybody in high school getting pregnant nowadays.
Mhm.
But I was just like, that it didn't know.
Mhm.
But it's learning experience. So now I watch what I say for certain people because I realize as I grow up, people are very sensitive
Mhm.
to how their body is,
Mhm.
how they think about life,
Mhm.
mostly about how they feel about themselves.
Yeah.
If you feel negatively about yourself and somebody's like expressing that to you,
Mhm.
you're gonna feel twice as bad.
Mhm.
Just because it's like, damn, I know I'm fat, but he sees I'm fat too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lose myself.
Yeah.
So it's like being blunt is cool, but you have to understand who you're blunt with. But now you have a group of friends that are blunt, that you're the perfect circle where you want to be.
Mhm.
Because you guys know you're blunt to each other, it's not gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
You're just being real with each other.
Mhm.
It's like most of my boys used to call me you bald bitch.
Oh,
And I'm
really?
like, you a fat motherfucker. So it's like,
Somebody, your homeboys.
yeah, we talk dirty to ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like as friends, you should be able to talk dirty to each other and not feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like the longer you know somebody, the more you don't really care about how their feelings. Because we're
Mhm.
guys. We hurt each other's feelings all the time. We don't take it to the heart. It's more so you want us to do better for ourselves. I have a homeboy at the gym that I play ball with. I saw him at the I saw him at Walmart one day during COVID. I said, "Damn, bro, you kind of fat now." Fast forward to like this year, I seen him this year. This man jacked. We had a side conversation. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That day we talked at Walmart, you kind of hurt my feelings,
Uh-huh.
but it sparked a fire in me that I have to work harder in the gym.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for hurting my feelings because now I'm jacked as fuck.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, kid, you still fat to me, but hey."
Yeah. You still that.
So sometimes it's not even like negative like opinions that can affect you. It's how you like apply that to your personal life.
Mhm.
That's gonna make you a better person.
Mhm.
And I feel like negative criticism is like really good for certain people, but not for everybody.
Mhm.
Any type of criticism will help you out in the long run if you apply it the right way.
Yeah.
So it's like, has anybody ever told you something like, "Damn, they might be right, but I can do better now"?
Mhm.
You ever had a moment like that
Yeah.
before?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. When they're blunt, yeah, it strikes a chord. It strikes your heart. It tugs on that heart. Like the heartstrings really be, it gets there. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, because I can't even pull out one instance because there's been plenty. But yeah, it's just like because for me, it's like I'm afraid to face my own flaws, and I don't like being told about myself. I don't because I know within myself. Nobody has to tell me. I'm conscious about these things. Like yesterday, like or like the other day, my cousin told me she was like, it wasn't really devastating to my heart, but just like, oh, like you don't really like when you're out and about. Like you have clothes. You can. There's times you can really dress, but just like you don't have like this defined brand about you. Like how like she asked me one time. She was like, "Oh, describe the person I am," and I can say, "You are a sweet girl. You are a classy girl because of how you dress. You're like this classy, innocent little girl." But she told me, "Well, for you, the way I see you don't really have a defining thing. You dress vague. You give like a vague person."
You sound like you hit a nerve, dog.
Huh?
You sound like you hit a nerve for her. That's what it sounds like.
No. I didn't even know for her. No, how I described it, it was a long time ago. So it's just like, okay, yeah, because that's what she's looking for. She's this classy, like reserved, girl, like like one that you'd find in the 1960s or something. You know what I mean? Dresses modestly, you know, and everything, and she carries herself like that. So that's what she's looking for. But what she said to me like the other day, she's like, for you, the way I see you is just like you're vague. Like you don't have this defined brand. You don't have this defined style about you. That's one thing about you. It's just like there's not. I can't really define you by anything because you have you're not a hobo. You be dressing, but just like you're vague. You're not really having this defined style that every time I see you, you go buy this. You know what I mean? So I just like, okay, I see. But like for me, typically when I get told about myself and it hurts, it really does hurt. Cause for me, like I don't like being told about myself. I don't like my closest people tell me about my flaws or what I'm lacking or even just my outward like, like you move around like you insecure or like you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
for me, I can already sniff that out for myself. So I don't like being told about myself. I don't. So it's just like, yeah, that's just how I am. I rather face that by myself than other people tell me. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the things we have to like still accept, just because these are things that you want, but sometimes life is not gonna make it easy for you. You know?
Because it's an embarrassing factor too. Because I feel embarrassed because it's just like you want to be your best self towards not everybody, even your closest people, the people who've seen you in all versions, right? They don't have this formal like version of you, right? Like you know what I mean? So yeah, so you want to be your best and you want it at all times. And it's just like, no, people can still sniff whatever they want to sniff out from you. And it's just like,
Yeah, it's interesting because like back in college, I wasn't really like a guy of fashion like that.
mm-hmm,
But then when I got into credit repair, it changed my outlook on how I should dress.
mm-hmm,
Like before, I used to dress like like rappers, how rappers dress, skinny jeans, a tank top, this and that, a big ass shirt, this and that. But when I got into credit repair, I realized I like the way they dress. They dress very classy, like suits,
mm-hmm,
turtlenecks, V-necks,
mm-hmm,
um, blazers. I learned what a blazer was at from credit repair,
mm-hmm,
and it's like I like the style. Like it's a
mm-hmm,
clean look.
mm-hmm.
But then when you look back in history, that's how they used to dress back in the day on a daily basis.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I kind of adopted that when I go out to certain places. I rather dress up very classy.
Yeah.
So it's like when I go out somewhere, I'm always going dressed to impress.
Mm-hmm,
I want to make sure that I walk in a room, everybody's breaking their neck when they see me, type
mm-hmm,
of vibe, you know?
mm-hmm.
Sometimes how you dress will pretty much bring in the people that you desire that you want to meet in your life, you know?
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and it's about the tone that you want to set, right? Set right. So, I remember this girl. I mean, this girl that I have a relationship with. Like, she remember she. I remember she told me. She told me like it was around last year. Thanks Christmas. She was like, keep dressing the way that you're dressing. You look like you're ready to become a husband and a father. And I was just like,
That's some real shit.
I felt like that was a flirt, but I was just like, okay, you know. So it's just like, okay, so I'm gonna keep dressing like that with her. So when I'm around her, so yeah, I mean, it's just like for me, it's like okay, I know what I can go for. It's about do you want to go for it?
Yeah.
You know what things are for you. You know what sense of personhood that you are that you could go for. This certain like the certain character that you want to go for. It's about do you want to go for them? Do you want to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can. Are you willing to better your life, to better yourself, to better your everything, right? To get the bitches that you want to get, to get the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
it's dependent on you. Do you want it or not? You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel like how you dress when you talk about the bitches. So it's like based on how you dress will determine what kind of women you bring to
Yeah.
into your vibe, your presence.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, it's like depending where I'm going, but most of the time I'm dressing classy. So it's like I always attract sophisticated women
Mm-hmm.
to me, or it's like if I dress kind of street,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attract straight women and a little bit classy.
Mm-hmm.
But then now if I dress like I want to be a hood nigga, now I attract hood rats. And I'm like, damn, really, depending on how you dress will really determine what kind of people are
are like gravitating towards you, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting.
It's like I remember the last time I went to the club, I had dressed in like a little turtleneck, little chain, and some church pants,
Mm-hmm.
chilling. The people that gravitate towards me was a group of lawyers
Mm-hmm.
in a club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, lawyers go party? I'm like, I never knew that day. I'm like, wow, they party just as regular people.
Yeah.
But they also came in their suits. So it's like, when I had a conversation with them, I'm like, wow, it's really on how you dress will determine what people are like attracted to you. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting. It's very revealing. So, yeah, for sure. Um, it's about the tone that you set. So yeah, and with that being said, the type of honeybees that are coming to your nest, those are the type of bees that you attract. So yeah,
You might, here and there, you might capture a falcon or an eagle, but you know, sometimes they're not good for you.
yeah, exactly.
So do you want to share that
Yeah.
TikTok link?
So y'all can follow me on Fritz Grits, FRITZ, at TikTok.
You have Instagram or
I have Instagram, same username, FRITG, FRITZ, Fritz Grits. Y'all follow me there.
how about YouTube?
YouTube, Fritz Grits, the same thing, Fritz Grits, but with an extra Z at the end. So yeah, Fritz, FRITZ, GRITZZ on YouTube. Yeah, and that's me.
You guys better follow. That's the boy right there. Always sharing knowledge, influence, and power.
Yeah,
That's what I would say.
I appreciate that, man. It was a pleasure being on here, chatting, chopping it up with him. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we probably gonna get another episode as soon as possible.
Yeah,
It'll probably be like a part 2 to
I love
these
it.
interesting talks
I
because
love
you had a
it.
lot to say. You have a lot of knowledge that we want to know about
Yeah,
what's going on in your life,
yeah,
what you're trying to share.
for sure. Let me get cooking on some stuff that I got going on. I'll come back around here.
All right, just let me know whenever you're ready. You're always welcome, brother.
Yeah, bro. I'm here. We'll talk.
Well, you guys stay tuned for the next episode. So if you laugh, you cringe, if you want to leave a comment, if it's cringy, keep it to yourself. Stay tuned, guys. See you later.